High school student Elliot Jones wanted to change the way society perceives people with dyslexia, which can make navigating a world full of numbers, letters and multitasking that much trickier.
Action.
Hi, Elliot.
What did you have for breakfast this morning?
Elliot pulled together 9 successful Kiwis with dyslexia for his debut doco, Unlocking Potential.
Take as much time as you need to think about it.
Like shot putter Tom Walsh, Weta Workshops Sir Richard Taylor and Crusaders coach Scott Robertson. They show how, with the right approach, what was historically framed as a learning disability can become a superpower.
It should not be seen as a disability, it should be seen as an absolute incredible ability to think differently.
Unlocking Potential premieres in Wanganui tomorrow night, and all 300 tickets have sold out. Elliot's already raised over $50,000 for the Dyslexia Foundation of New Zealand. And Elliot Jones joins us now. Congratulations on your doco, Elliot.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Thanks so much for having me.
So tell us about your experience with dyslexia. What is it like day to day?
Yeah, so obviously I'm a big fan of things like spell check and Grammarly because my spelling's a bit shabby. But mostly, I sometimes get a bit annoyed because sometimes people, forget about the real strength that dyslexia brings. But generally people often assume that you might be not so intelligent or you might be a bit stupid. And that's really just not true at all.
Elliot, can you tell me about how you got in touch with the talent in your documentary? Because I'm lucky. If we have famous people, I don't have to pick up the phone and call them here. There's other people that do that for me. How did you figure out what to do?
Yeah, so I tracked down a lot of, obviously the internet was a big tool for that, tracking down who actually has dyslexia. For lots of people, because there's still this level of shame around it, it's very hard to track them down. So with some research, we found some people who are really passionate about the topic. I tracked them down, a lot of networking through different people, a lot of cold calling the front desks and walking their way up and persuading them.
What about Sir Richard Taylor? I mean, special effects royalty. What a buzz. Did you feel like buzz when you finally spoke to him?
Oh, yes. It was amazing speaking to him. Yeah, he was really wonderful, really supportive. He's actually done a lot of work around supporting dyslexia in the past. And yeah, he talked about how it's really helped him along his journey. So honestly, even in interviewing these people, I've honestly been inspired myself by them because they're obviously super incredible people. So yeah, that's really been amazing.
You know, Elliot, you are such a great example of a young guy with dyslexia who is so articulate. How important do you think it is to recognise dyslexia quickly so that people can reach their full potential?
Yeah, look, I think recognising dyslexia at any age is really great because obviously you should be pretty excited to have it. But I think the earlier you can recognise it, the better, because particularly for young people who often can feel, quite concerned or worried or upset by it, you can point out to them superheroes like, Tom Walsh or Scott Robertson or Sir Richard Taylor, and that really inspires them and, gives them hope, and that really leads them to be more successful and focus on those strengths, because that's really what it's all about and what my documentary is all about.
Well, Elliot, I can't wait to see how you use your superpowers in the future. All the best for the premiere tomorrow night of your doco, and thanks for chatting.
Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your evening.
If you're interested, by the way, and you've got questions, there's loads and loads of information on the Dyslexia Foundation website. And what I like about that story too is we've known for a while that people with dyslexia sort of tend towards the creative professions and can do really well at things like being an artist or a singer or a chef. But I think Elliot's proved that actually there's all sorts of things you can do. He talked to a lawyer and an Olympian and a CEO. So really, you can literally do anything. And by the way, it's 2022 and spelling does not count anymore. I'm sorry, I love spelling, but nobody can spell anymore. It's not going to hold you back.
If you do want to head along to the Dyslexia NZ website, maybe just go one at a time. We've just found out that Share My Pet that we talked about earlier in the show, where if you don't have a pet but you want time with a pet, you can marry up with people. Their website has crashed.
Yes.
So
I love the project audience.
Maybe just put a little reminder in your phone to check in tomorrow. Give them a little bit of breathing time.
Could be some very busy dogs around New Zealand.